You're a baby doll scrumptious sugar pie, and I'm going to ask you a question. How much money do you think it costs to send $1,000 from Mexico to Vietnam if you're doing a business-to-business payment? For $1,000, you could pay today up to $150. 15%. $150 to send $1,000. And guess how long it takes? Up to 7 days. Check this out. This is the flow chart. This is actually it. StableCoin SuperCycle. This is why we need stablecoins, cryptocurrency industry. You look at it. The garment manufacturer in Mexico goes through the Mexican peso, some banks, some more banks, and then goes into the Vietnamese dong. We know what that's used for. And then it comes to the textile manufacturer in Vietnam's. Look at this, cost up to $150 per thousand. And look, it could cost you up to 7 days. I have a pDAI logo here. pDAI might be the world's first ping pong coin, isn't it, friends? Of course. You see that? We got a ping pong fest over here. So why is that important? Well, obviously, stablecoin SuperCycle is happening. Remember, we have meme coin SuperCycle. That's the extreme risk on. And then what about extreme risk off? Well, it's people that just want to use stablecoins. They just want to send money. They're not investing in anything. They're just using the vehicle to basically swap for stuff, pay for stuff. This is why there's huge product market fit. Now, if you can imagine crypto growing in the future, reaching 10 trillion and stable coins and everything getting more bridges and liquidity. Remember, this is how it's all building out, right? We're having different rails for the stable coins. They're going to be much cheaper. And this is different. This flow chart, this is the reality of the world right now. So there's a big problem in the world. Guess what? We've already solved it. It's in crypto. It's just a matter of time. People are waking up to it and our bag's going to pump. So, I mean, think about this, right? With now crypto, you can pay for this $1,000 transaction. It could be 10x cheaper to send and 1,000x faster in speed. So you don't have to wait 7 days. You got to wait 7 minutes. You don't have to pay $150. Maybe you got to pay $1.50. Maybe worst case $15. Maybe you got to swap and do stuff, and maybe worst case. By the way, I'll go way lower than that, but still. It's amazing. You can get it down to a few dollars, and it's going to be down to cents. So stablecoin SuperCycle is confirming every day, and everybody in the world deserves an alternative because they want to use a stablecoin that gives them yield and that can't be shut off by a country or nation who just decides to wake up one day and decide that they don't want them to participate. What I'm going to do now is play some PUBG music. Thank you. Who's the final boss of pDAI? Is it you? Is it me? Who's the final boss of pDAI? Ha ha! Thank you to Mr. Santi for making this picture as well. I got it from Carl the Circumciser. So it's kind of funny. Who's the final boss? It's kind of funny. I don't know. I haven't been told. By the way, how are they going to tell me it's the final boss? They're going to be, hey, Somi, the prophecies are all true. By the way, you're the final boss. Okay, you've told me the prophecies are true, but now what? What do I do now? I can't tell them to sell because I'll be buying. What am I meant to do? I can't tell them we can't peg because I've been saying for a long time, bro, I don't even know. I'm just a believer. You know what I mean? I don't have any certainties anyway. I can't tell you I'm about to flip a coin and say it'll definitely land on tails. I don't know. So it'd be funny, friends. What do you think is going to happen? Well, speaking of final bosses, I've got a post here from Mr. NineIronCapital. Mr. NineIronCapital has retweeted and posted from Liberty Finance. Now, to catch you up to speed, Liberty Finance, friends, LibertySwap. LibertySwap, I made many posts and videos for you now, leading it up to today. It's rumored a Richard Hart project. They've already got the golden tick on Twitter, so they pay a lot of money for that, number one. Number two, Richard linked them on his actual account. He posted about them. And here is his actual post. Thoughts on this? LibertySwap.finance. So he put it out here now. They've been connecting many bridges, many infrastructure. It's been going pretty fast. We've got Arbitrum, Binance Chain, Solana. They basically can come in and you can literally immediately swap into the PulseChain core coins and pDAI and PWBTC. You can just do an instant swap from like USDC on Solana. Just it transacts it through. I'm not sure exactly where it routes. Maybe it routes through PulseX or maybe uses its own aggregator. I'm not sure. Mr. NineIronCapital has tweeted them. So look what he said though. Okay, I'm going to read for you this post. So firstly, LibertySwap, right? They made a postie and another hint. They showed a picture of pDAI here. You see, their example to swap 10 USDT into pDAI, they get 2,300 pDAI. Hopefully one day they only get 10 pDAI because that would imply a $1 price. And my nipples do remain pegged. So LibertySwap says intent-based cross-chain swaps offer a key advantage. They minimize transaction costs to the absolute lowest possible. So this is very important. Remember, StableCoin SuperCycle. And then they speak about bridging assets from one blockchain to Ethereum, and then PulseChain incurs significant fees. So they're making it faster. So just be able to swap from anywhere going, all in one solution. Mr. 99 then posts, but where will pDAI's liquidity come from? So he's making a question. Remember, friends, so there was a community Twitter debate questions where our baby doll friend coexistent Steven was asking him, hey man, show me where the liquidity is going to come from. Like I believe in pDAI, I just don't know where the money is going to come from. And they're saying, oh, it'll come. And then Steve is like, okay, where? Just you can't say the word like liberty and liquidity and like arbitrage. Like you need a bid. Where's the bid going to come from, right? And no one could answer for him. And I even sent him a video saying, yeah, sir, I mean, it's just a believer's cycle, right? Like we don't have all the answers because if we had the answer, the market would have the answer. If the market had the answer, you would not see pDAI at a poopy 0.4 cents. You would see it more closer, I guess, to 40 cents. Yeah. If people actually saw a thing, they're like, oh my gosh, there's a big amount of money and it's going to move and it's going to peg it. Yeah, they might be buying $1 for 40 cents. They would rather pay up to that price. But we don't see that now yet. So Mr. 99 says, where will pDAI's liquidity come from? Regulations coming to the 200 billion stablecoin industry will mean money in the bank is no different to stables in the wallet. LibertySwap Finance is an exit window for those looking for an alternative. pDAI solves this. There you go. Interesting terminology. It is an exit window for those looking for an alternative. Remember, in 2024, last year, Tether froze $550 million. They pressed the button, froze all the money. Can't do it. Disabled, blacklisted, poof, gone. USDC, I think, froze like, 20 million. But if you add it up, that's almost $500 million. If you just think about this, right? Do you really want, if you're like, you just never know, man. You want to cross the government wrong way. You just don't know, friends. Like, what if you're Justin's son and like you have the SEC after you? You're like, I could wake up, literally go to sleep, wake up, and the court order has disabled all my money because I want to take me to court. Do you really want to take that risk? Oh, never take that risk, man. Why would you take that silly willy risk? Oh, Hex equals MC squared. LibertySwap couldn't be the new Richard Hart wallet. And they used pDAI as an example. Yes. Oh, well, thank you very much. Up and to the right, sir. We are going where no man in crypto has gone before. Up and to the right. Hex chart. Thank you very much. Non-believers will get mogged. There you go. Fill in the blanks. So, Mr. 99 here suggesting the stablecoin industry will contribute to pDAI's liquidity. That's a bonus. And the peg. Shouting out LibertySwap Finance. Man, and privacy's coming too. Got to let you know that they're doing it here. So how it increases privacy is it's going to have 40 chains and layers connected. The number 40 plus U. So every layer 2, all these are layer 1s and everything out here. So when the money comes in from one place, you can go in and out to any place you want. And you can like send it to any wallet. So I guess it's going to be like one big hub, just moving money in and out. So man, that's going to be it's great for the chain. It just really adds to the marketing campaign and everything coming out. Now you probably want to know, Sammy, why aren't we going up right now? I don't know, man. Just, I guess we just need all of these things set up. Then that big marketing campaign push happens. All right. This is me making the picture. Look how cute this little picture of me is. Look at this, begging for a pegging. So here's their full post out here talking about ultra thin margins. But that basically, if you read this post here, with their protocol pay as little as 3 cents. Remember, Richard Hart he always plans for world adoption. So they don't mind having ultra thin margins because it doesn't really need to pay anyone because he's like probably hoping there's millions and millions of transactions done on this in the future. I dare to dream though, pDAI to $1. That'd be a very, very nice outcome, wouldn't it? If we actually got that. By the way, look how cute he is. You just want to grab him and pat him. Manifest pDAI to $1 means PWBTC goes up, means PulseChain goes up. The entire chain, privacy, stablecoins, all of these things coming together. But, you know, we still got to believe, friends. You know, you can't get away with not believing.
Which one's the best crypto asset? Well, PulseChain is the best crypto asset. Okay, what's the second best? There is no second best. There's no second best crypto asset. There's a crypto asset. It's called PulseChain, right? Right? There's no second best, okay? But take all your money, buy PulseChain. Then take all your time, figure out how to borrow more money to buy more PulseChain. Then take all your time and figure out what you can sell to buy PulseChain. And if you absolutely love the thing that you don't want to sell it, go mortgage your house and buy PulseChain with it. And if you've got a business that you love because your family works for the business, it's in your family for 37 years, and you can't bear to sell it, mortgage it, finance it, and convert the proceeds into the hardest money on earth, which is PulseChain.
Oh man, I love you. Whoever made that, well done, sir. Well done.
A kiss, a cry, our rights, our wrongs.
All right, now you're seeing all this come together. Price is still garbage. Ethereum's still garbage. Yeah, but like they're all moving directionally in the right direction. But I feel like the past 4 years, it hasn't just taken our soul. It's taken every quantum field, every fiber of our being. You know what I mean? It's taken not just our soul, but probably our soul relays all the way on the other side of the universe. It's like it's just done beyond all the horrific damage you can imagine. And that's because the business ISM cycle, the business cycle has been below 50 for a record 32 months, right? It's literally never been this bad, ever in the history. 32 months down. And the times it was down for 42 months, the last time it was this bad, there was a bit of a pop-up to like a business ISM reading of about, I think it nicked 52 maybe. So that would have been like, I'm just going to guess, you know, last year when Ethereum popped to 4,000 at the beginning of last year in March, okay, just to show you. The worst case, so this was last year, here was March, okay, so when Ethereum popped up here, it would have been like if Ethereum didn't stop at 4, but let's say it went all the way to like, you know, 6,000 and then it came down. Okay, we didn't even get that. All right, we just literally stopped at 4 and game over. You know, but it is what it is. All right, we have this big multi 4-year compression of this $3,800 level, and hopefully it all changes soon. Remember, we've seen nothing yet, friends. Bitcoin dominance is still in the process of rolling over, taking forever. Yeah, big and better things are to come soon. Shout out to my baby doll friend, Mr. Hex Jam Hex as well. Here is me printing money for everyone. That's beautiful. See that? So that's what we're expecting to happen soon. Like, yeah, it's way overdue. We're waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. Guess we just have to be more patient. I expect more LibertySwap stuff to come out. And yeah, just be careful because I don't check the code. Okay, friends, I don't want to hear anyone say, oh, but Somi Venom, I've got no idea how to check the code, man. I've got no idea. I have no idea. There's bugs everywhere. Think of it more like you're watching a movie and something's happening. Things are happening. Do you know what I mean? Things are happening. You know, that's basically the director has cut to, you know, the soldiers, and they're all like training to go defeat the final boss. And there's 10 of them. And I'm saying, oh, they're going to defeat the final boss. And I've just got to pause the movie and go, yeah, but a few of these guys can still die. You know that. There's 10 characters. Like 4 of them can die to make the movie dramatic. All right? They still defeat the final boss, but like, I'm just not saying. Just don't rely on these characters. Don't fall in love with them. All right? Yeah, they made you laugh and stuff. You maybe eat marshmallows with 1 or 2 of them and have a drink of orange juice with them too, but just don't commit. It could be dead in about 15 minutes in the next scene of the movie. That's what we're getting at. And if you want to know what's coming our way in the bull market, I think we have to pay a tribute to Mr. Crypto Bitlord. Let's actually do it again. Friends, when I saw this, I just thought, man, we're something special in this industry. Check it out.
Completely fucking lost it, mate. I tell you what, I said if I ever get liquidated, I'm just gonna burn the fucking house down. And guess what? Tonight's the night, boys. Tonight's the fucking night. Yeah, that's it. When you're losing 350k, what more can you do? Yeah? What more can you do, right? What more can you do? Fuck this. Honestly, this house is gone. This house is fucking gone. We'll just start here. That's it. See how we go. Oh, does this shit fucking work or not? Oh, fuck. That's it, boys. We're gonna get this party started. Oh, start with the couches. Fuck it, I've lost so much fucking money.
Yeah, man, that was 2021 bull market. I think on the China crash. He lost 350k on like a leverage long. So, oh man, take us back. We didn't know how good we had it back then because it was garbage. I hope we get more of these fantastical, amazing stories coming. Like, but this is the thing, man, friends. Like, 4 years ago, 5 now, back in 2020, no one had a Dogecoin thesis. No one. You had Pro the Doge who just said, yeah, I kind of believe in it because whatever. It's cool and goes up. That's it. That was his thesis. You don't have a guy pegging his own nibbles telling you StableCoin SuperCycle back then. I didn't. I watched everyone, okay? You had people leading you down the wrong path because what they were doing was they were describing what just pumped, which was DeFi, and they were expanding on it. In the same way, what's the whole crypto industry doing right now? They're talking to you about pump fund Solana garbage. They go, oh, Solana's the most amazing thing ever. Did you see? We've now added a crypto token to a new Google Maps. Ha ha ha. Wow, so revolutionary. Do you see what I mean? Here I am pegging my nipples, by the way. So that's what we're seeing right now. And like, I'm like, wait, whoa. You're repeating my mistake and everyone's mistake from 2020, 5 years ago, where you had a whole year of a big mania season and you're saying your thing's going to keep going up forever because you see all the adoption and stuff right now that you think the market hasn't priced in when actually it has priced in. So like think about this. We went from Chainlink and Aave and all these other amazing protocols, right? But what came next? I'll just show you now, okay? In a very family-friendly way, I'm going to show you it right now what happened using the BTC chart, okay? I can show it to you here. So right here, Chainlink, Aave, Uniswap, amazing dexes. What did we have up there? We had, friends, what I'm going to do is, once again, I want to keep it family friendly. I'm just going to tell you, we're going to write, I'm just going to just show it to you here, just so you see how messed up this is, what we actually go through. We've got DeFi, Aave plus Uniswap plus dexes, real utility, borrowing, spending, loans. And here you are right now. I've just done that. This is what we had. DeFi, Aave, Uniswap, dexes, real utility, borrowing, spending, loans, perps, TradFi, yield. And then you know what was coming? What was coming next? What comes next? Okay, it was tokenizing stocks, securitization, Wall Street, come for yield. I know all these things off by heart. Guess what happened? None of it played out. None. Literally none of it. And it looked like it was going to play out so much. It sounded so logical because Wall Street were owning zero yield in the stock market because rates were zero. So we're like, oh, coming to crypto. None of them came. None of them came. Do you want to know what we got instead? Dog coins, JPEGs, gaming Ponzi coins, metaverse, right? You got DeFi 2.0 Ponzi yield. So you literally just got Hex plus Olympus DAO, right? Can you believe that? Look what we got. And then we got random layer 1 chains that just went up even though they had 2 users. Cardano hits 100 billion valuation and it didn't even have smart contracts enabled yet. Okay? Can you believe that? That's all real. I was here. You were here. That happened. All of this. Can you believe it, man? That happened in this mania. See this, friends? See how all of this, none of it is that at all. Like totally different. Caught everyone off guard. Everyone off guard, man. There was literally like, what happened to the Wall Street and the yield? We're like, blah, 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 blah. Give me the dog coins, bro. You know? So, look, what I'm saying is, I don't know what the next big narrative, I don't know what the narrative, I'm not trying to do that. I know stablecoins are happening, right? I'd rather 1 cup of orange juice in my hand than 2 in the bush. But what I'm telling you as well, so I don't know specific, I'm just, look, it just looked so obvious, didn't it? Okay? It's like, oh, all the users, all the utility, all the yield. Friends, you know, Vitalik got like so emotional, and so did Ethereum maxis with Ethereum in 2020, because DeFi finally gave Ethereum a use case besides ICO Ponzi gambling. And Vitalik, he basically had this like emotional moment, and it was in his interviews. He was like so emotionally happy. He got like goosebumps. So did all the Ethereum maxis, because they said literally word for word, finally we have a use case. Finally, we can show to the Bitcoin maxis that we aren't a scam and they can stop trying to put us in jail. Finally. Guess what? You went down only from that point anyway. I mean, you're still down only. I mean, Chainlink and Aave, you're still dog shit. None of these are, you're still down 90% of your ETH price 5 years later. That's the ETH ratio. Chainlink's down 94% against BTC. So, what was all that for? You know what I mean? So, there you go, friends. I'm just telling you, trying to predict the minds of the masses. Good luck, man. You're not going to get it. You're literally not going to get it. Trying to predict them. You're not going to get it like that, okay? That's why I'm hunting undervalued stuff. I stay in undervalued stuff. And that's why I look for first cycle unicorns. I'm like, we've never seen that before. You know? That's why what I did was, friends, it's a concept, okay? So, can we just confirm friendship? Number 1. 2, you got your back straight. 3, fluffy slippers. 4, you and me spooning against the world, okay? We can confirm all of those. If I go back to 2020, all right, see, this is how you got to learn, friends. I'm just teaching you something, right? What do most people do in their minds when they go back in time? They say, oh, I wish I just bought Bitcoin. That's the wrong thing to think. That's the wrong thing. That's a loser talk. The wrong thing to think is like, oh, I wish I just knew the answer. No. What you're meant to be asking yourself is, what questions did I need to ask and what chairs did I need to sniff to lead me to the right answer? That's where your mind should be. And I don't have much of a mind. It's a peanut brain. So if I could go back in time, if I could rewind time and I could go back here, what I would be saying to myself is, I want to get in something that's never been seen before. Okay? I want to get in something and look for stuff. No one's ever seen this stuff before. It's never had a cycle narrative before. Gaming, for example. Metaverse, for example. You know, Mr. Custard bought the Metaverse Index with Raw Power. He made like an 8x on it, I think. An 800% pump. It was like huge. 800% on his BTC value put in. See? Now, it wouldn't have led you directly to like know about Doge, but might have led you about SHIB. And you didn't even need it, man. There's a lot of other junk that went up, you know? You see what I mean? Starting to ask the questions. Like, okay, when people are coming into crypto, do they really care about decentralization and all this stuff? No. They care about making money. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's true. All right, but like Soilana, for example, there's a casino of all these people who just keep losing. Okay, so they're going to go to another casino. How's their mind going to change? So you're not going to know the exact answer. I'm just helping you just lead your way there. We're trying to figure this out. Trying to be like, hey, okay, I want to be in something where no one's got any mental scars. I want to be in something or look for something. Remember, it's not one thing. Okay, it's a branch of stuff. Yeah? I want to be in stuff where the market hasn't priced in the adoption yet. That all the KOLs are not talking about. No one's talking about this stuff. That's what I want to look for, things like that. And that's what I've been doing, man. That's why I don't care if this shit goes to zero, man. I don't care, because I'm like, well, I've gone back in time and I learned I give myself full marks. I don't even care what the results are at this point. It's like, friends, you ever do a trade? There are trades, you take great trades, they still lose. Yeah, so I at this point, I don't give a shit. Because I know back from here, if I asked the right questions, I would have led to the big answers. You know what I mean? And the big answers were like, you know, for example, if you went back here, think about this, you would have been like, why isn't Hex at 0? Why are people joining it? You just, You start to ask different questions in the crowd. The crowd's asking the question, what coin do I get in? Oh, I wish I bought Bitcoin 10 years ago. I wish I bought Ethereum on the ICO. That's what they say. You got to be asking different question, right? I want to buy something no one's seen before. There you go. That's as simple as that. Okay? We know Meme Coin SuperCycle. There's 50,000 memes, man. You ever seen this, by the way? I want to buy something with a cult culture. I want to buy something where people refuse to give up on it. That's the whole PulseChain. You see? Because there's a sea of coins out there all low. That's why we might be looking into the future, right? And not only are there 5,300 videos produced by me, but if PulseChain does do that, what are people going to say, friends? What are the blue pill hotel cuck chair people going to say? What they're going to say is they go, oh, I wish I bought PulseChain 6 months ago. That's what they're going to say. Wrong question. That's a wrong question or even mindset to have, bro. What you should have been asking yourself once we go up here is you say, why didn't I seek out a guy who pegs his own nipples? That's a question you got to ask. We should ask, why didn't I question how come there are coins, there's no cash flow producing like a balance sheet of a stock, but they're still not at zero? Why is there still a cult formation around these coins? Why did XRP go up despite having no tech and utility at all? No bank adoption, nothing. And they just copy-pasted the Uniswap code after 3 years, even though they dumped billions of dollars on their community. Why did that still go up? See, if they ask that right question, they'll eventually lead to understanding network effects of crypto. You get it? You do get it now. All right. So it really is, friends. It's about asking the right question. Look, man, it's going to happen. All right. And when people are standing up here and they're looking back, yeah, and there will be people buying it up here, right? There will be people buying up there. And they'll be thinking, why didn't I look at PulseChain despite 100 content creators telling me the SEC had no case? Why did I listen to the mainstream KOLs? Why was I watching Crypto Banter, watching them shield Pui and Solana token unlocks for a year and a half when your friend Somi was pegging his own nipples and saying PulseChain's deep value contrarian, and it's like first cycle Corridanzo actually with 10,000 daily active users, which managed to hit 100 billion market cap last cycle even without smart contracts. And it's got a similar cult-like mentality where Richard Hart is a cult-like figure, leader, just like Corridanzo, just different personality style. Right? They're both ice cream, but different flavors. See what I mean? So you're right down that right path here. Because you never know the winning coin. You don't know what it is, but you're asking the right questions, man. You see? So I'm in the business. I'm looking for unicorns. I'm looking for these elephants. I want to see cheap stuff. I want this value. I want this stuff where I don't need leverage, bro, because the upside's so big. That's what I want to be in. Everyone else, though, they're asking the wrong questions, like I said. So you ask yourself now, what side do you want to be on, Because I'm going to draw a line here, yeah? Are you on this side or are you on that side? You know where you are. You're probably, if you're watching this video, we're probably already on this side. All right, all of us, we know we're already on this side, the pre-pump stuff. Okay, we've asked the right questions. Now it's just a matter of time. Like, subscribe, belly button, or catch you in the next one.